Alright, let's start with a question that's way more complicated than it should be. When did you last see a headline about Ariana Grande's body? If you're thinking, wait, was there a new story? That's exactly the point. Because the truth is, whether it's a viral TikTok comment or a clickbait article dissecting her outfit, the conversation about female celebrities' bodies never stops. And this time, it's Ariana again. But here's the thing, this isn't about her. It's about us. About how we consume fame, about the double standards we've normalized, and about why we're still stuck in this toxic loop of scrutiny that treats women's bodies as public property. Let's rewind. You've probably seen the images, Ariana in a slightly edgier look for her new video, maybe a crop top, maybe a curve showing through a dress. Suddenly, the internet splits into two tribes. Tribe 1 screams, body positivity. She's owning her power. Tribe 2 fires back, exploitative. She's feeding the male gaze. And in the middle? Ariana Grande, a multi-talented artist whose vocal range could make Mariah Carey blush, gets reduced to a debate about her waistline. Which raises a question I've been chewing on for years. Why do we act like this is progress? Because here's the dirty secret, nothing's changed. The platforms have shifted, the language has gotten woke adjacent, but the core obsession? Still intact. Here's what fascinates me, when Monica Hesse and Sarah Ditum talk about this, they frame it as a modern dilemma. But let me push back a little. Was it better in the 2000s? Was it better in the 90s? Because I remember Britney Spears getting her body policed by every tabloid on earth while her male peers partied in sweatpants. The difference now? We've weaponized hot takes under the guise of empowerment. We'll praise Ariana for confidence one day and shame her for overexposure the next. It's the same cycle, just prettier filtered. Now, I want you to imagine this. If Taylor Swift dropped a music video tomorrow where she did nothing but sit on a throne in a tracksuit, would the discourse change? Maybe. But here's the kicker, would male artists like Ed Sheeran or Justin Bieber ever face this level of anatomical analysis? Let's be real, if Harry Styles wore a swimsuit on stage, the headlines would be about his daring fashion sense, not his thigh gap. Which brings me to a theory I've been noodling on. The way we talk about women's bodies in fame isn't just sexism, it's a cultural litmus test. Every hot take about Ariana's outfit is really a confession about our own discomfort with women who refuse to be small. But wait, before we all rush to cancel the commentariat, let's ask a heretical question. Are we underestimating Ariana here? Because here's a detail most people miss, she's not some passive figure in this equation. This is a woman who's built her brand on deliberate visual choices. Her fashion is part of her artistry. So when we argue about whether she's empowering or exploited, are we accidentally erasing her agency? In my opinion, that's the paradox no one wants to unpack. We're so busy debating if we should talk about her body that we're ignoring why she chooses these looks, which might actually be a smarter conversation about autonomy in an industry that's always trying to control women. And this is where things get really messy. Because the internet didn't invent body scrutiny, it just democratized it. Back in the day, it was editors in offices deciding which airbrushed ideal mattered. Now, everyone's a critic. But here's the twist I've been obsessing over, social media gives fans this weird sense of entitlement. We'll defend Ariana fiercely against haters, then turn around and dissect her new video's body language to prove we're concerned. So what's the line? When does support become surveillance? Personally, I think we're all stuck in this gray area where our love and criticism blend into the same obsessive gaze. Let me leave you with this thought, and it's a hard pill to swallow. Until we stop treating female celebrities' bodies as content, nothing will change. Which means next time you see a headline about Ariana's physique, ask yourself, who profits from this conversation? Because it sure as hell isn't her. It's the algorithms, the outlets, and yeah, maybe even us when we click. So here's my challenge to you. What if we redirected all that energy to actually listen to what these artists are saying, not how they're packaged? Radical, I know. But maybe that's the real scandal.